Hello there, my name is Ian Mills. I'm doing my first ever review on anything. I've never done this before, so it's being filmed on my mobile phone, so the quality may not be brilliant, but it'll give you the general idea. Now, this is an unboxing, so it's a part one video. Part two will be coming up shortly of actually using it on a lake, so a testing video. But this is just the unboxing video. It gives you an idea of what you're going to get. Now, I'm one of these anglers that I always said I would never ever get a bait boat. Thought if you can't cast to it, you can't use it, you can't fish there. So I was been like that for years. Now, over the last couple of years, obviously things have changed. So lots of lakes have got lots of overhanging trees and areas where you couldn't cast to, which is obviously where the fish go and hang. So the last few weeks I decided, bite the bullet, gonna get myself a bait boat. Now, I haven't got a big budget, so had a look around and came up with the Actor boat from Boatman. Now, that's fairly new onto the market. There are various models of it. I pre-ordered the Mark IV-i, which was due early June 2021, and it arrived in the last couple of weeks. It got here, so exactly when they said it would do. Now, the first thing I've got to say is to do with Boatman themselves. They are a UK based company. BoatmanUK.com is their website, and their customer services has been brilliant. Now, they have kept me informed of exactly what's happening when it got to their depot, the container, which was full of these boats. And so they kept me fully informed, and sure enough, the day that they arrived to them, they shipped them out to everybody that had pre-ordered them. Now, the Mark IV-i, it does come in three different color schemes. You can get the camo version, there's a black version, or the one that I got, which is the carbon effect version. Now, the Mark IV-i supersedes obviously the Mark IV. Now, the differences between the two are that the Mark IV-i, which the I stands for improved, is screwed together for one rather than glued, like the previous boats. The lights, the external lights, stay on. It's got side lights now, and it also has an external power switch, which, from reading up on various reviews of the previous boats, has kind of been something that they needed to do because it was tucked underneath. Now, I ordered the 10 amp hour boat. Now, that comes, the boat with the 10 amp hour battery comes in at £260. Not a lot for a bait boat at all. You can pay up to thousands of pounds. Now, the thing I need to mention, by the way, is that this is not being paid for by Boatman. I've not been sponsored by them. I have bought this boat myself and just decided to do a review on it. So in no way, shape or form am I being paid for this video. So, as I said, paid for the boat, which was 260 quid with the 10 amp hour battery. You can get the 5 amp hour battery version, which is £244. Now, I also, on top of that, ordered a spare battery, which was 40 quid for the 10 amp hour battery. I also got some weed guards because, again, reading up previous to ordering, a lot of people have said get the weed guards. So I've got the weed guards, and I also got a bag to put it all in as well. So that's the cost of the boat. There are other versions of it, which you can get the Actor Pro with the GPS and the sonar. I couldn't afford that, unfortunately, which is £695, which again, very, very cheap for a bait boat. Is not very much at all when you think for other boats you can pay more than double that. But anyway, and there's also the Mark IV-i sonar version, so without the GPS, etc., which is £487. So that kind of brings you up to date with the prices as they stand at the moment. To do with the boat itself, it's a very simple, easy to use boat. Again, from what I'm reading and from what I'm looking at on the website and on reviews of previous boats. It's a one-handed controller, so obviously means you can keep hold of your rod, control the line as the boat goes out, because you only need one hand for each. So very easy to use. It's got two separate hoppers on it. It's got the center hopper for your main baits, more for your wet baits in there if you're going to use it with mix of some description, or just your boilies. Then you've got a hopper on the back as well, which has got a little back gate, if you like, which is just for the dry stuff. Again, reading up and watching other videos, don't put wet stuff in there because it's not going to drop out properly. So little bit of a thing there for you. So that's kind of the easiness of this boat. Everything's done on one controller. Can't get any easier than that. Can't accidentally press the hopper release when you're only halfway out to where you want to actually be, which I have done on a previous fishing trip and using a friend's bait boat. So that was quite embarrassing. But anyway, I don't even know why I admitted to that. But anyway, so that's how easy it is to use. This then is where we unveil the boat. Okay, comes in a big box like so. This is how it arrives. Okay, now I haven't even opened this myself yet. Okay, so this is as new to me as yours is going to be when you get yours. Okay, so we're gonna open that up, and I'm going to make a little bit of space here to put it on the table. So opening it up, first thing on the top is some information from them themselves. Let's just put that back down there for a second. Product comes with a 12-month non-transferable warranty. So, and that's, as I said, it is a UK-based company, so that makes it even better. It does say about pairing the boat. I presume that's with the remote. Obviously, it's got to be linked together. So there's that, some instructions on that, and a copy of my receipt to say how much I paid for everything, and 14-day returns policy, which is good. And obviously, if there's any issues with it, everything is on there. With all their phone number and everything there, and their address. As I said, UK based. So we'll put that over there out of the way. First thing on the top is the Boatman bag. Okay, so that obviously zips open. Boat will sit into there quite nicely. It's got a section at the back, obviously for the batteries and so on and so on. All nice and waterproof, that I should think. More instructions. Ooh. #1 gift. What have we here? Little flyer. Don't know what that is yet. It's this as well. Not quite sure what these are yet. So, absolutely no idea what they are. There's 2 of them. We'll look that up. I'll let you know. Right, that's the battery, the spare battery. Charging point on there. Presuming that's what that would be for. My weed guards. And then the boat itself. That's the remote. That's the charging lead. Oh, the little propellers. I don't know if they're spare ones or not yet. Little boatman towel to wipe it off with when you get it out of the water or before you put it away, whichever you decide. And here is the boat itself. First impressions, very smart looking. See under there where it's all now screwed together rather than glued. Very nice looking boat. Very light, nice handle, carry handle. You can see there, they're the 2 hoppers. So you got your middle one there for which you could use for your wet bait and obviously your rig, etc. And then the back one here with the door for any extra boilies, etc. that you want to put in. This is part of the new upgrade part with the power switch on the front. Lift this section off. And inside there is your battery, 10 amp hour, and obviously that's your power cable to plug into that. I said I will do another review of this another day. I'm getting help from my cat if you hear the box moving. Inspecting the box. So there we have the boat. They are spare propellers because there is the proper ones. So the first thing I'm going to do is get the weed guards. They just very simply go over that, like that. And they clip into the little channels here so it doesn't come off. Same with that one. Like so. So they're both on there. Not going to come off of there. Just helps with the overall part of it. Now I am going to plug the battery in. A little bit fiddly. Very fiddly. There must be an easier way of doing this. I presume there's a way of taking the battery out, which would be a lot easier to then get this wire on. But there we go. So in. Now you've also got on the front here power indicator, how much battery has got, life has got. So we switch that on. All the lights flash to come on with at the start. There we go. So all the lights are on, red at the back, green, and then you've got a front headlight here as well, and an amber one that side, so you know exactly which way the boat is facing. That's the remote. There we go. That's the remote. I'll go through each of these buttons as I learn them myself. So the first thing we have to do is get the instructions. So it's saying that the boat has to be off first of all, to start with. So I've switched that off. Now the power button for the remote, oh, if I can get it around the right way, is this bottom one here. So it says I have to press and hold, turn on the remote. So turn on the remote, which I think I saw the lights flash on there. Press and hold the light button, which I'm presuming is this one, because it's got a light bulb on it, for 2 or 3 seconds until it is beeping and flashing. Right, there we go. Press and hold the light button for 2 to 3 seconds until it is beeping and flashing, like so. Once it is beeping and flashing, release the light button and immediately turn on the boat. Turned on the boat. When it stops beating, and the remote and will be paired. So that is now paired. Very simply, that was once you start doing it. Now, just to go through the buttons on here for you. Okay, obviously you've got indicators there on the top to show you that it's on. This side button, so would be on my left, is the middle hopper, so the main hopper. This one on this side, that's the back hopper. You can change the speed, so from low to high, that's the middle one. You've got a route correction button there, and then this other one, the light bulb one, is for the front light, like so. Very bright, certainly not going to miss that. And then obviously your power button. So as we said, we'll start the back here. You can see the lights are on. Motor running. Okay. The rear hopper. So this is this back one. So going to press the button there. Flicks open, out drops your bait. Back you come. And just closes back up very simply. Then your centre hopper. Which is the left hand side button. Boom. Everything drops out. Come back. That just clicks back into place. To show you that again. So that comes there. Very simply, once you get it back in, clicks back into place. Very, very simple. So I'll just turn the power off for the minute. So that's the remote explained, and the boat. What else we've got here? There's my charger. For either the remote and for the boat. Remote charger. Like standard mobile phone leads really, which is what this one is. It's got a USB charger on that one. So it doesn't come with the plug with the USB. But we've all got those at home. So very easy. There we have it. That's everything out of the box. Everything I ordered. Looks very nice. Like I said, it's very lightweight as it stands. I don't know the actual weight of the boat itself. The middle hopper carries 1.5 kilo of bait. The back is just a little top up really, so you're not going to get a lot in there, but that's just an extra help. The range is around about up to 500 meters, depending on obviously your circumstances of your surroundings. The battery life itself, the 10 amp hour battery will last you around about 5 hours of usage. which is hence why I got the spare, because if you're going away for a week somewhere, may not necessarily have access to charging and so on, might want to get yourself a spare battery. The 5 amp hour batteries are 2.5 hour life, hours of use, and the charge timing on those is the 10 amp hour battery will take 10 hours to fully recharge. So that's all to do with that. I think that's everything that I can sort of kind of tell you on this first video. Again, apologies for the bad quality, the bad wording maybe necessarily. As I said, these are a very, very good looking boat. The reviews on various websites are fantastic. There is various Facebook pages available as well, so you can always have a look on there. Their website, where you can see all the different boats. There are lots and lots of different boats on there, going up to various prices. Depends how much of a tart you want to be with your tackle, and to show off you know, how much stuff you're going to get for the money, which is a lot less than other brands. But you seem to get a lot of boat for it. So far, very impressed with what is there. The website, as I said, is boatmanuk.com. Okay, or just search up Boatman, and that will find it up for you. There is a very good website there. There's loads of information on there. You can buy all accessories and everything that you want on there, bits and pieces. The excellent customer reviews, customer service reviews for the guys there. So I've done a lot of research into actually getting this. So I read a lot of different various pages on Facebook, online, looked at videos for previous boats, etc., and they all seem to be very, very good. I don't think I found a particularly bad one. There was a few that sort of was asking questions about, oh, mine does this, why does it do that, etc., and people have answered them. So again, there is a very good backup network for people with these. So I hope you've enjoyed this part 1 video. I will do part 2 next time I go out. So I will pin that up. That will be a slightly shorter version video, but any questions, etc., get in touch with the guys, get on Facebook. You can find me on there as well if you like, etc., etc. Thank you for watching. Hope that's been helpful for you, and I'll see you in part 2.